Well, thanks for joining me. Welcome to the Kansas Prairie. I'm out in the cow pasture at the moment and looking at what I hope will prove to be a pretty interesting sight. So let's take a look. Now, if it was 140 to 200 years ago, as we looked from left to right here, we would have seen a well-worn road, which in fact would have been the Santa Fe Trail. You can see this depression, at least I hope you can see it on camera, going that way towards the hill, and there's a wallered out spot on the ridge. That in fact, they're standing where the Santa Fe Trail rolled. Now, the Santa Fe Trail first opened in the early 1820s. Following Mexico's independence, it opened up trade with Mexico. William Becknell was the first to open the trail, and that continued for a good 60 years until the train made its way through the country. And the Santa Fe Trail was primarily a trade route and a military road. It was not altogether a pioneer road, although some of that did happen, and it played a role in the California Gold Rush. And this was just one of many campsites along the route. So we're going to take a look. So we have a pretty little oasis on the prairie. A lot of names scratched in the places, but it's debatable how old they are. I see some from the 1950s over there. And being sandstone, the oldest ones very well could have worn off long ago. Just beautiful rocks, though. Whoa! And this flows, the spring flows. That's the river down there. Been digging for a while. I haven't found anything astounding yet, but just came up with this tiny little square nail. Looks like a little finish nail. So one relic on the board. Hopefully more to follow. Pickings are kind of slim so far. I dug this. No idea what it is, but it looks like the little pointy piece has been dipped in plastic or something, so probably not very old. I can almost read something on it. I don't know if that says aluminum on there or what that says, but anyway, just came up with another nail. It's a nice little nail. We'll keep looking. I'm up, the pool and the spring are down there, and I figured I'm between the water and the road. Probably would have been a good, nice flat spot to make camp. So we'll find out. Okay, I just dug this. It goes back and forth between the 30s and the 50s, but there is a bit of iron in it. It looks like what you see on the parasol or umbrella pieces, only it's much smaller. And there's the piece of iron is looks like it's pinned right there. I don't know. Anybody have any ideas? Tiptoeing among the tulips here, and I believe I found a very old bullet. Sorry I didn't dig it on camera, but I've dug about 100 shotgun shells so far. Getting a little sick of it, but oh yeah. Okay, it's not quite as old as I thought. I didn't see those rings to begin with, but that could be, I don't know what age. I'm not a bullet expert. It's possible it's post-Civil War. I'm going to try cleaning up those rings and see if I can see a little more detail there. Yeah, if I move you in the light, you can probably tell that the rings are reeded, so it would most likely be post-Civil War, but still very old. Very cool. Okay, I have a target. It's a low to mid 60s. It is round. I do not know what it is. It is, it says engineer make. Huh. I would assume that is a overall button. And overall buttons didn't come along till after the turn of the century. Or overalls, I should say. But I'll look that up. Very few signals other than shotgun shells. Those things are all over the place. So evidently this has been, could have even been excavated, and a careful dig of the place been done, you know, years ago. Because you would think all the military activity and all the Teamster activity during 60-year time span, they really would have left some stuff behind. So, but we got a few things, and I'm happy with that. Keep going for a little while. I just dug this old UMC Rimfire, which is pretty old, probably still post-Civil War. But if you look, it must have misfired. It's got two marks, there and there, where he tried to fire it, and he may have turned it in the chamber and tried it again. That's cool. Thing is small. Wow. Look how thin that is. Huh. Cool though. Well, I spent all morning, got that spring sight, and found some nails, some ammunition stuff. Decided to go get something to eat. Needed more batteries for my detector, and now I'm downstream a little bit. Now, excuse me, upstream. And I thought I'd see if I could find something else. It's a truck frame. Pretty swampy down here. But I need to find, I'm on the wrong side that I want to be on, so I need to find a way to cross here. Hopefully it gets narrow at some point. Beautiful spot. Definitely would have been inviting on the long dusty trail. Still looking for a place to cross. Saw this sheet metal here, I thought I'd check it out. Just looks like probably tornado shrapnel. Something that got washed down in a flood or something. Well, that's a cattle, that's a feeder there. Yeah, there's a lot of junk in here. Well, it's getting more hopeful. My boots will get muddy, but I can try it. Ew. Uh-oh. Oh, gee. About had to leave my foot behind. I'll keep going a little more and see if we can find a better spot. Oh, to have the cars and trucks that were once on these frames. I wouldn't doubt this was the WPA that tried doing flood control. They're in the 30s. There's a tag on that one. Hawk is screeching. Let's see. Just serial number. Well, the walk along the river didn't yield a thing. I need to do a little more research because in the mid-60s, this river really flooded and changed a lot of the topography of the river. Imagine it looks quite different than what it did in the 1800s. So I need to see if I can plot the difference then and now. Is it just me, or does this make anyone else sad? I don't know why. I can't drive all of them, but I'd like to try. So anyway, I'm going to head back home. Thanks for watching, and please join me on the next one.